welcome back to Ravens Today. I'm your host, Connor Gioffreda, giving you all the latest updates on anything and all things Ravens. Please make sure to keep subscribed to the channel and like the video. I'm not in the greatest mood. I'm pretty upset with how the game went. This video will be posted the morning after the game, and we're going to dive right into it. Pretty much, we need to find an identity. We need to start soul searching because that was an atrocious game. There needs to be some things that have got to be addressed, and it's got to start with the coaching. I think Harbaugh should be fired at this point because it's the same crap every single year. It always starts with the head coach. Zach Orr's job should be on the line too. And I'm not saying that because I'm passionate and I'm still in my feelings about the last game, but come on, that was bad. And mind you, also the Detroit Lions. There's nothing against them. They are a great team. The way they were playing, they were tough and gritty, and all to them. I feel like that the Lions could be a possible contender, but we'll have to wait and see. We still got a lot of games left, and that goes for the Ravens too. There's a lot of games left in the season to try and figure something out, but we need to figure out fast. We gotta start addressing crap. We need to start shoveling it away. We just need to throw it into the wind because at this point it's coming back to bite us, and we're just not taking care of it. We need to find an identity here. All right, but we'll get into that more when I give my final thoughts about the game. So offensive highlights: Lamar did great. For what he had, mind you, he was sacked a very, very, very much, but still over 200 yards passing, passing touchdowns, and what 21 through 27, if I'm remembering correctly, with the completion rate. It was a good game for Lamar Jackson. I don't think people recognize that enough. He was not the problem here. And Bateman had a great game too. He had a real standout game. Mark Andrews had a great game as well. Just two guys that have been fairly quiet the last couple of weeks, and good to see those guys getting plays. So great to see that the guys that have been quiet the last couple of weeks are getting getting the ball. So again, great showing for Lamar. Good showing for Bateman. Good showing for Mark Andrews. I mentioned previously that Mark Andrews should be traded. I still think that. I think one game should not define how a player is. He had one good game. If he continuously does that, can we still rely on it? Remember, people, Isaiah Likely is coming back, and he'll be back for that Chiefs game, hopefully. So we desperately need him. So we're looking forward to that. But overall, good game for Lamar, good game for Mark Andrews, and good game for Rashad Bateman. Moving on, defensive highlights here. Defensively, it was pretty bad through the first, the 1, 2, and 3 quarters. But we'll get into some highlights here. Nate Wiggins had a clutch pass deflection. In the fourth quarter, the rushing line came down and really came in clutch on a few plays, stopping Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. So overall, defensively, they came in and when they needed it most. There's no real player that stands out to me in terms of a player that really led the defense. We're going to get into more of my overall thoughts of the game on both offense and defense. But pretty much, when it came down to it, the defense answered. It really answered especially in that fourth quarter. I'm not going to deny that. There were some clutch moments in there where I was on my edge of my seat and I went like that when we stopped the Lions on that 4th and 5 and Nate Wiggins had that pass deflection. So overall, and Mike Green, by the way, mind you, this was still a touchdown, but on that pitch to Jahmyr Gibbs on the run, Mike Green saw that. He read that, but he couldn't get he wasn't fast enough to get Gibbs on that goal line stop. Or it wasn't really a goal line stop, but he couldn't get the stop at the goal line in the third quarter. But either way, Mike Green read that. Rookie, like as a rookie, that isn't like it should see. We should look at that. It's eye opening for a player like that to be able to read that and understand when the play coming. Mind you, he didn't get it, but still, he read it. He knew what was coming. He wasn't fast enough to get Gibbs, but he knew what was happening. It's like a veteran read by Mike Green. So again, like some good sparks, I'm going to call it, on the defense. All right, my thoughts here. So again, like repeating what I said earlier, the Ravens need to do some soul searching. They need to really figure out what their identity is, and they need to do it fast. We have the Chiefs on Sunday. We have a semi-quick turnaround here. We're not exactly in a position to be like, we can do it next week. No, Chiefs have had our number for many years. We've only had one win against the Chiefs in the past 5 years. 4 years. We've got to figure it out, and we've got to figure it out fast. Madubuike being on the sideline, hurt with that neck injury, it hurt us. We need to address that. It really hurt us. The Gibbs and Montgomery were running all over the field with that. Mind you, and we couldn't get to Jared Goff. He had so many seconds to throw it. It was just bad on defense, and it just needs to be addressed. Me personally, I think Orr should be on the hot seat. Harbaugh should be fired. Same crap every year. And also, by the way, I keep saying this every single week, every single video. Offensive line is terrible. We need to make some adjustments there too. Our offensive line is atrocious. How can you give Lamar Jackson less than 2 seconds before he's scrambling for his life? Mind you, he's trying to extend the play as much as possible, but as we just saw in that game, that wasn't working. He kept trying and trying, but the Lions, they knew how to get it. And the best way to do it is to just get him on his blind side. That's how it works for every quarterback. Get him on the blind side. They got 7-8 sacks that game. That is embarrassing for any offensive line. A college D3 level offensive line could do better than what the Ravens offensive line was doing. That was atrocious. That was awful, and everyone should be running laps after that. I'm sorry. I'm a fan looking in, but that was it was just. I'm at a point where it's like, when is a sack going to happen in a game? Next week we have Chris Jones. Mind you, it's not going to be any better. They got to figure it out, and they got to do it fast. Okay. Defensive wise, again, gotta find it's not going to be a very easy replacement, but they got to find some way to fill that hole that Madubuike left. And I'm pretty sure he's going to be out for, hopefully, I'm praying it's not, but I'm pretty sure he's going to be out for a long period of time. Embarrassing game for the Ravens. It was embarrassing. If this is the team that mind you, I love my team. I will always love my team. I will love the team. The coaches, expendable. We've seen this too many times where the Ravens just shoot themselves in the foot. Mind you, again, there's nothing against the Lions here. The Lions are a great football team. I will stand by that. They have been down and dirty for many, many years, and finally they have a good team. Lions are a good team. But the Ravens somehow have always been, shooting themselves in the foot. We could be 3-0. We could be. We're 1-2. Starts with the coaches. And also, mind you, Derrick Henry really has to also. It's now become eyebrow raising. I said it was a 1 in a million fluke chance when he fumbled the ball against the Bills. Now it's every single game. He's really got to figure it out. He's got to put duct tape on his gloves or something, because that isn't going to fly. I'm not getting vulgar on it, but it isn't going to fly. Something's going on, and he needs to figure it out as well too. But I'm standing by it. Ravens need to figure out, they need to figure it out fast, because this is going to be a long season if they don't. And knowing the Ravens, it's just we gotta. Do we have to rely on Superman Lamar Jackson again? Lamar's going to get injured, and then we're going to be pretty much where we were in the 2021 season. We again, got to figure it out. Thank you for tuning in to Ravens Today. I'm your host, Connor Gioffreda. Please make sure to keep subscribing to the channel, like the video. I will catch you all later.